Hi guys, my name is Brooklyn Whitcomb and I would like to talk to you about Bats at the Library, written and illustrated by Brian Lyles. Now, Brian Lyles actually had an interview with the Library of Congress and let us know that he starts each picture with a blue pencil sketch, and then he spends 2 to 9 days on each individual picture. You can see from the pictures just how much detail he places in each one. Even on the cover, you can see that he takes the detail of each individual hair. Even the headphone jack, you can tell is a headphone jack because all the way down here in the corner, you can see where it splits off into two different, starts to split off into two different wires for the headphones. So I really like that he takes his time and places each picture as with so much detail. In the interview, Brian Lyles continues to state that he makes sure to use an undertone of brown or dark and deep acrylic colors, and then on top he will paint his detailed and colored paints. And it was really awesome to see some of the original prints in that interview with the Library of Congress. Now, in this story, we start out outside. So in our outside space, we see that they're outside of their home on a branch. Now, to get a full picture of it, we actually need to look at it upside down, because there's the house. That's how we would view them, is upside down in their family. And we first get a character look out at this little tiny bat with his yellow floaties that he's so attached to from one of Brian Lyle's previous books. So they start out and they're very bored and they're just want to have some excitement in their life. So that's when they hear that this library window is open. So we can see the library window. Now, some of the bats are flying in. They already know what they're doing. And some of the littler bats have never been there before. This picture is oriented so that we would be walking and be able to see it, unlike that first picture. As we go on, we notice that, they talk about the manners inside of the library and how we should treat the library correctly because we love the books there. In this picture right here, we can see a bat looking at pictures of lovely books, and the bat is describing them as a study guide to fancy foods. So a fancy food for a bat is a lot different than a fancy food for us humans. We go on to see that they do not all have manners. Especially the littler ones, they don't know how they're supposed to treat the library. So they're making photocopies of themselves, playing in the water fountain, just doing all kinds of things they're not supposed to, when they're reminded, shh, that's not how we treat a library. In fact, it says, please keep it down. You must behave. This library is not your cave. So they use some rhymes, and the books that the bats are reading, again, they're oriented so that the bats are looking at them the way they normally would. So for us, the books are upside down. And they're enjoying and getting lost in these stories all together and enjoying the library. It's not a wonder that he won the awards that he did for this book. He won the Bill Martin Jr. Picture Book Award in 2010, the Indie Choice Picture Book Award 2019, Book Sense Book of the Year Award in 2009, and spent 12 weeks on the New York Seller's bestseller list. I really hope you enjoy this book. Again, my name is Brooklyn Whitcomb, and you can contact me at bmwhitcomb@fhsu.mail.edu. Thank you.